We have a huge, wide variety of all kinds of ghosts in this movie. When we say Ghostbusters, it's not just Ghostbusters, it's Ghostbusters.
We had kind of tiers of ghosts. Tier 1, we knew that they were going to be very humanoid looking, so they were cast. Tier 2 ghost was similar to that, but we knew it was more of like a background ghost. And then Tier 3 is all CG ghosts, or the myriad of ways that we would represent that ghost on set.
Wah, wah. You look like you're the guy that sells those at the rock concert.
Here we are, it's one of our first days on the set. We're doing some camera tests, get our ghost effects right. We're testing various lighting on the extras and all the people who are going to play ghosts to see how we can make them look real and like they're lit from the inside, but to make it so it's not just CGI. We want to have this to be as in camera as we can, and so we have these LED lights that we're using to kind of give them this glow.
And spread out a little more. Spread out a little bit. There you go. Yeah, go ahead, bitch. Go very slow towards them.
Nice and easy, kids.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody kind of,
It's on the right
Stay
there.
with the camera.
close by.
Watch your arm. Watch your arm.
Right to me.
This is-
There you go.
We're at Boston University in front of BU Castle, it's called, and this is the first place where the Ghostbusters are brought to try to find the ghost.
The inspiration for the ghost in the opening was Lizzie Borden, you know, just like creepy, angry, scary looking kind of woman.
I'm going to tell you something that is a little spooky.
We tried to make that as scary as possible. Zach Wood's talking about how this woman stabbed servants to death in the middle of the night is maybe a little pushy, you know? But I don't know, I just think that stuff is important. Like, I just want to feel scared.
Interact with it, and actually at one point, Bess Rouse plays Gertrude Eldridge, screamed right at the moment when she's supposed to ecto project onto Kristen, and nobody knew she was going to do it.
It's okay, she seems peaceful. My name is Erin. Ah! Oh my God.
Who are you gonna call?
Everybody jumped, but great, you know, you're not going to get that from a tennis ball.
The subway ghost, it was really important to me to have like that kind of scene where you're walking with a flashlight and it's all dark, and then something is getting closer. That ghost has had many different versions. Because like at first I think it was like someone who was hung. And then, you know, a ghost that was hung by a noose maybe felt a little dark. And so maybe, you know, someone that had been electrocuted just felt a little sillier. Maybe that's incorrect.
I know Dave, like I know him. There's no way that I don't see Dave's face and go, hi, Dave. They were doing a test of his makeup, which I think took somewhere between 4 and 6 hours. And here's this gentleman sitting in the chair. Most of the prosthetics were on. And I was this far from his face, just looking at things. And I said, I'm sorry I'm staring at your face. I said, it's just so amazing looking. And he said, oh, that's okay, Melissa. And I thought, oh my gosh, you sound just like Dave. And as I was saying, he goes, it's Dave. I was 2 inches from his face, and I had no idea who it was.
Dead man walking, literally. There it is. Give it 360. Check it out. Right? Her. And I was just telling my friend Katie that I'm enjoying the Red Bull because when you're stoking the fires of hell, you need some energy. How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, real good. I got my teeth in.
Oh,
When
are you going to put your teeth in?
Oh, see, wow. Who forgot to floss?
It's a burn.
You can't even say floss. You burn me. That's the burn dance.
Come on, doesn't
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
I know a little bit about burning.
See?
The first question I asked Paul was, do you want the ghost to glow? And his answer was yes. And I was like, okay, well, this is a way for us to get that interactive lighting on the environment. And then also, because it's a cast ghost, we can actually get a performance and get a reaction.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like that. It's all about the relationship between what principal photography and post, and trying to kind of bridge that gap. All of this LEDs on the outside of the costume is going to light onto the subway tunnel and the actors, and so it's all going to be working together. So they can feed off of him, he can feed off of them.
I think just slowly bring your arms up.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you want me?
Yeah, so you have them do what you did before, you have them up, put them down as you see them, and then just like...
Oh, and then start bringing them up again.
But like reaching out like I'm going to kill you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Leslie do the same thing. So you want to... This will help you not have to bolt out of there. So it'll be like the arms will come up and you're like, all right, goodbye.
Oh, so as soon as his arms come up, I'm like, Audi 5000.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Rolling. Can you bring him out of the shot after the hair more?
Attack. Hey, cut. Good. Check it. Here we go. And action.
Welcome to rock concert. This is a big sequence. It starts down in the hallways where they discover this mannequin that comes to life and attacks the Ghostbusters.
I was in a nude spandex unitard. In post, they're going to obviously turn me into a mannequin. I was here to recreate mannequin movements.
Mark. And action.
I had a good job at the MTA. Was it perfect? No, of course it wasn't perfect. But I tell you what, everybody was alive.
And Jen.
When she took off running, I was running for real. I think I pushed the cameraman out the way. I was like, get out the way, Dave! Paul was like, he's the cameraman. You can't push him out the way. I said no answer!
God. Awesome. That was great. It was really good.
And then that turns into this ghost, this demon ghost thing that's been hiding in the mannequin, busts out, and then it comes into the rock concert.
Patty! Stay still!
I like it's super funny when you're just like,
It's cool. It's cool.
You got a,
No need. I'm good. I don't need you to tell me anything right now, okay? I'm tired.
No, listen.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. How about that?
I don't really think that's a good idea.
No. Going to take off. Don't piss off the ghost. Really?
good. Got.
Doing a big Times Square set piece was Paul's big thing. And then it was like everyone just, thinking about the different kind of ghosts that would be there and just seeing all those different types.
Hey, good?
Yeah, let me just turn you off.
Since we are in New York and it's the United States, we can't go back, we go back to the beginnings of that. So the Ghost Army and back to the Revolutionary War. So you've got ghosts from the 70s mingling with Puritans, from first settlers. And then dance hall girls from the 40s. We had 20s chorus girls. We had everything. So they're running the gamut.
I'm playing a 1970s slasher slash skeleton ghost. I'm a bad ghost. I'm coming back and I still want to show my junk, even though there's nothing left of my junk.
biggest magnitude sequence is clearly Rowan at the end of the movie. When we were doing the previs and we were trying to figure out what form Rowan should take, we just said, okay, well, let's just make him look like the character from the Ghostbusters cartoon. So it was like, okay, well, let's just do that for now, and then, you know, Rowan will evolve and we'll see where he becomes. But it turns out that that actually was a precursor to what he eventually became. The story evolved to the point where we were drawing a parallel to the logo. All throughout the movie, Rowan is seeing that logo design. So it's a great way to kind of almost close a loop.
Soon you shall bow down before me.
Come on, Rowan, show yourself!
What form would you prefer I take?
Maybe something stationary, like a bullseye.
We actually hired a traditional animator, and it's hand-drawn animation for a couple of shots anyways, of him in the logo and then kind of popping out of the logo.
If this is what you want, it works for me.
God, he's really going for it.
Giant Rowan is meant to be this like cartoon lumbering shape moving around through New York, crushing buildings and doing horrific things, yet you look at him and you can kind of chuckle, you know, just how goofy he looks. It's Ghostbusters, so it was very important to have that balance between horror and comedy. Is it funny enough and is it scary enough at the same time?